I was laughing that much that I literally peed. He called me a slag in front of the housemates and coke just went all over her. And then I ended up kissing 2 girls. Hey everyone, it's Katie and welcome back to my channel. So in this video I'm going to be telling you some rather embarrassing stories that I feel should not be on the internet, but because I want you to get to know me, I am going to tell you and embarrass myself. So I really hope you enjoy this video. If this is the first time visiting my channel, then please don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below. And let's just get straight into this embarrassing video. So I have wrote a few down of my most embarrassing stories that I feel to myself are most embarrassing. I don't have like loads. I probably do if I actually thought about my whole life. But these are just what I can remember that I either laugh about or really cringe about. I think I was in year 9 or year 10 of school and I had a best friend who was a boy and everyone thought that we were dating, but we weren't. We didn't fancy each other, nothing like that. We were just really close and best friends. And he came round to my house. There was a few of us. He came to mine, but then I have like other people from school who lived up my road. That piece of hair is well known me. And a few people that I knew before school and stuff that lived up my road. So we all just used to hang out. We walked someone to the bus stop because he was going home. And as we were walking there was a fence and I decided to push my friend over the fence. We were kind of like that. We were very like boisterous against each other. I was very much a tomboy when I was younger. So I pushed him over the fence and he like flopped like a fish. And I kid you not, I was laughing that much that I literally peed. Like it wasn't even just a dribble, it was full on wee. Now luckily it was really dark and I had leggings on, so nobody saw. So nobody knows this to this day. I didn't tell anybody that I actually weed myself. So as we were walking and I pushed him, I said, I'm gonna have to just pop home, I really need the toilet. Still to this day nobody knows. If they see this, then you now know. Next one is also to do with peeing myself. Well, it's not really peeing myself, but I went on a day out with my mum and dad and we were all really needing the toilet, so we went to the public toilets and they were like the ones where it's a big building but the doors are on the outside. I don't know if you get me. Anyway, so I went in and I have this like really bad phobia of public toilets. I cannot pee in public toilets. If I have to, now I've got older, I will go, but at that age I think I was like probably the same age, like 14, 15, and I was like really dying for a wee, but I did not want to go. So I hovered over the seat. I don't know if girls will know to hover. You either put toilet paper down or you hover. So I hovered and let's just say the pee did not go in the toilet. Went all over the floor, all down my leg. My mum came in with me because you had to pay. It was like 20p. So my mum came in with me. So it basically went all over my mum's shoes. Just really awkward. So yeah, 2 peeing stories. So embarrassing. Luckily like it's not publicly embarrassing, but now it will be. But it's still like, them 2 I find absolutely hilarious. Like they're the ones that I find hilarious. Like when I talk back about them I just laugh. Obviously I'm not laughing now, but good old days. The next one is, okay, so I don't know if any of you will have seen it, but I did a story time about my ex. This was quite a while ago on my channel now, but I did a story time, so I will link that down below if you do want to see that. But basically when we broke up I was obviously heartbroken and it was my first boyfriend, my first love, all this and that, and he moved away to university. So I didn't want that to be the end because we ended on a bad term. And obviously girls, you will get it, you do not want to say goodbye and stuff. So I decided to get on a train and take him something over because he left something here, so I took it over to him just so I could see him. Bearing in mind it was like a half an hour to 40-minute train journey, just to literally go and see him. And I got there and he was in his house with all his like new housemates, so who I'd met before because I was with him when he was like moving, so I'd met a few of them before. But I turned up and he answered the door, and bearing in mind he was, I think he was like hungover or something because he'd been out that night, and I went into his room just to like try and not necessarily make amends, but I was being really trying to be nice and trying to not necessarily get him back, but I probably was. And all he did was scream at me. Like, he screamed at me. He called me a slag in front of the housemates. Like, they were in the room, but he called me a slag in front of, like, screaming. So it was just so embarrassing, because all of these housemates, there was about 6 of them, could hear him screaming at me. And then I had to leave, like, with my head held in shame. So that was so embarrassing, because it was just like, I've come all this way to try and sort things out, and you're screaming at me in front of everyone. And it was just really embarrassing, because then one of them came in and was just like, can I do anything? Do you need calming down? I'm thinking, no, definitely not, go away. So yeah, it was so embarrassing, because obviously they didn't know me. He was making me out to be this type of person that I wasn't, and he was screaming it from me in front of everyone. So it was so embarrassing when I had to leave. That ship has sailed. It sailed ages ago. But I'll tell you something, my friend put a thing on Facebook. You know, you can share posts on Facebook, and it said, tell us a lie your ex said. So I commented on it saying, we were just friends, and then boom, they're together. You'll see my story time if you want to, like, know what happened. Go and check my story time out. But he liked it. He liked my comment, so he clearly knows it's true. Sass on that. So yeah, that's another embarrassing story. That's not too embarrassing. Like, I've never seen these people again, so I don't really care, but still, it was embarrassing at the time. Another one is so when my niece was about 1, she's now 2, she's 3 in November. I don't know why I said nearly 3, but she's nearly 3. When she was 1, we went to me and my boyfriend and his sister, my niece's mum, went to a children's play centre kind of thing, and we were having loads of fun. And there's 2 embarrassing moments of this. So the first one is, I was on my period. I'm not sure if I said this in my period story, but I was on my period and I leaked. So I had to tie my jacket around me. So that was embarrassing, because I couldn't really play or have fun, because I had a massive blood patch on my backside. And then, because the day couldn't get any worse, we got a drink. I got a can of Diet Pepsi or Diet Coke, whichever. And we were just sat there drinking, and Lola, she's called Lola, she hit her head on my knee. So as I went to, like, make sure she was okay, my can dropped out of my hand. I don't know how, but it did. It dropped out of my hand and hit her on the head, and Coke just went all over her. So there was loads of people there too, and I was like, oh my god, not only is it embarrassing for me, I feel so embarrassed against, like, Lola's mum. I was like, oh my god, I feel awful. I felt awful as well, which didn't help. That was just so embarrassing, because, like, loads of people were around, and I dropped a can of Coke on my niece's head. Oh, it was just really awkward and embarrassing. Like, really awkward and embarrassing. It's about Lola again. It was at her christening, and she was playing with a balloon and she dropped it. So I literally picked it up, bearing in mind everyone's there. She's in her little walker. I don't know if you know where you sit them in walkers and they can move around. It's on wheels. And she was in that, so she dropped her balloon and started, like, crying a little bit. So I tried to pick it up and give it back to her. And as I passed it to her, it popped. And everybody, obviously it's a massive bang, everybody just stared at me. And I was like, oh my god. And she started crying, because obviously it scared her. So I picked her, and it was so embarrassing, because everyone's like, oh my god, it was if I'd, like, done it on purpose to hurt her. And I didn't. Oh my god, it was just honestly so embarrassing, because it's my boyfriend's side of the family who I don't really know that much, and then obviously Lola's dad's side of the family who I don't know at all, who were all staring at me. Well awkward. So I will say the final one, because my battery is flashing so bad now. So when I was 17, I went to my friend's 18th birthday party. Bearing in mind I wasn't legal at the time, so yes, I was being naughty, but I pre-drinked a lot at home. So I went absolutely leathered. I was smashed. I was really drunk, and I was a little bit, like, still getting over my ex at this time. So that didn't help. Anyway, there was, like, I don't know what was going through me, but I kissed my boyfriend. He wasn't my boyfriend at the time, but I kissed him. And then I kissed somebody else who liked me, and then I ended up kissing 2 girls. And then somebody went, hey, when's it my turn? So I kissed him. No. How embarrassing. How embarrassing. And then because I did that, I literally just cried straight away. I started crying. I was thinking, this isn't me what are you doing? So I literally cried. So that was me kissing loads of people, even women, even girls. So if you wanted to know that about me, yes, I have kissed girls because I was so drunk and I didn't mean to. So I do hope you enjoyed this video and you got to know my really embarrassing stories. If you enjoyed it and you maybe want to see more story times or like stuff like this, then please comment down below. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button once again if you enjoyed it, and also smash this video a huge thumbs up. Don't forget to click the little bell so you are notified when I post, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!